Terry, who can afford to lose the game? Both. Both can afford to lose it. It's not going to end their seasons, but I think Arsenal winning it is going to give them so much confidence. It's crazy. But I did have a question for you all as well. I'll go to the rivals first. Kaz, who's finishing higher this season, Tottenham or Arsenal?
Oh my word. The way Arsenal are playing, I want to say nah, Tottenham.
Yeah. Tottenham finishing higher. What about yourselves, Daps?
Yeah, it's a very good question because I think Arsenal are going to win tomorrow quite easily. To be fair, I think the Emirates is too much, but I do see Tottenham finishing over a season. The key for me is the manager. I think the manager over 38 games is going to be the difference. So I'd say Tottenham. Unfortunately, I want Arsenal to finish above Tottenham. Let me be clear. I don't want people to think otherwise. But
why? Why do you want that though? Just out of curiosity, why?
It's Tottenham.
You know what, bro? No. You know what it is? Because you know a lot of my close friends are Arsenal fans. But you know what it is? It is. I can't deny that the Arteta, the Zinchenko, and the Jesus thing. Like they're three people that our fan base have love for, bro. Like Zinchenko, I love, and Jesus, I love. So that has made me, and I've always believed in their process. It sounds mad, but I always have because of. So for that reason, I don't really care that much because it's. But
I hear you. No, I just wanted to know. I was thinking, why do you think? Yeah, but it makes sense.
Them three players fully. Without them, I couldn't give a shit about Arsenal.
That's calm.
What are you saying, Patrick? You still confident of finishing above the Arsenal this year?
Yeah, I am. And even though I said it earlier and people was like, he's making excuses. No, I'm just being real. We've gone to the Emirates and lost many a time and still finished above Arsenal. So it's not the be all and end all. It's not like it's 2 games to go back end of the season where really there's still enough time and enough games to claw it back. Of course, I don't want to lose. I don't want us to get beat. But yeah, over 38 games, Tottenham are finishing above Arsenal.
Tom?
I think it'll be Tottenham because I think the manager's better over a 38-game season. I also think they'll have less fixture congestion because they'll go out of Europe early. I think Arsenal will go far in the Europa League, and that could hurt them at the back end.
Yeah, how about yourself?
Tom's right. The question should be who's going to finish higher, Arsenal or Liverpool, right? But anyways, I digress. I digress.
Where did that come from?
Guys, it's 8 games in.
You open a good talk. Do you think, Igal, that you'll finish above?
No, I think you should put Liverpool in the conversation with all 3 of us. I'm just joking around, anyways. But when it comes down to
that's too much. Methinks
when it comes down to all of this, I generally still worry about our squad depth. I generally still worry if we're gonna go and strengthen in January. If you could say to me right now, we're gonna go strengthen in January, we're gonna get a midfielder that can compete with Partey or at least be an adequate replacement because Elneny's gonna be out for past December at this point. We don't know how long he's gonna be. We don't know how long Elneny's gonna be out for. And Lokonga, he's 2 years away from being ready at this point. Like he's not ready to play as a lone 6 in the Premier League for Arsenal. So if we can go and strengthen a little bit, I think comfortably we get it. But as things are constructed right now, I think Tottenham just edge it. And I hate to say it, but honestly, they just edge it slightly because they have that extra bit of quality. They can rotate players in their front 3 and still get goals. We rotate bar Eddie Nketiah, and Smith Rowe when fit, and Marquinhos, who's not fully, I don't know what he can do in the Premier League yet, but he's looking good in the Europa League. We don't have that level of quality that they do overall.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with Arsenal finishing above Tottenham this year, but I made a big claim again. I believe that Arsenal are going to finish about 10 points above Spurs.
What?
I love Terry now.
Are you putting Spurs outside the top 4? Terry, are you putting Spurs outside the top 4?
No, Spurs coming. I still have Spurs coming 4th, but I think
Arsenal second.
Yeah.
Wow.
Liverpool the only team challenging City this season.
I don't think anybody's going to challenge you in the end. I think you're going to end up pulling away from everybody.
I think the same as well. I think the same, but no, I don't have the 10 points. Even I don't see us finishing 10 points above Arsenal. That's a bit mad. Yeah, that's a lot, man. That's mad.
I know that it is, and people are like, "Where'd you get this from?" But when I said I thought Arsenal were going to start the season well, win the majority of their opening games, everyone laughed at that as well. And now people are like, "Oh." And I think when you fast forward another 5, 6, 7 games, and they've won lots of them, then everyone's going to start to see what I'm talking about. It's just going to take a little. I don't see Arsenal just falling away, and we actually saw that they lost to Manchester
United.
United.
Back against Brentford.
Yeah. And were excellent. And I think everybody, this is what, I think people are they're really sleeping on Arsenal. The only thing that will damage them, if they lost Jesus, Partey, Saliba, and Ramsdale for 3 or 4 months of the season, then they might not make it. But all predictions are with one caveat. We know that clubs are going to get injuries, but they also come without
catastrophic injuries.
Well, no one makes a prediction inclusive of catastrophic injuries, because if City were to lose KDB, Haaland, their goalkeeper, and Diaz for the whole season, then I think everyone would go, oh, maybe then a few teams could catch them. But you don't make predictions like that, because that's unlikely that you lose all your best players for such a long period of time. So for me, I think Arsenal are just going to have a really good season this year. I still think Spurs will make the top 4, and I still think Liverpool will make the top 4. I just think Arsenal are going to have a brilliant season. I do. And nothing has changed my mind yet. Nothing.
I've never seen a gal smile so much when Terry's talking as he just wants to.
A gal's in love.
You were like, Terry's giving my club some credit.
Yeah. You say something that I want to hear. I would love to hear that. It gives me the confidence to be like, yo. But at the same time, I don't know if we're gonna get there yet. I still feel like there's still a little bit of like, I don't know what it is, man. I just have this little bit of skepticism.
He's got PTSD from all the other years.
But do you know what's really interesting about Arsenal fans this year? Last year, when they weren't as good as they are now, they were more mouthy than now. That I think they actually see there's a possibility, and it's almost this adage of I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say something.
They pulled a bird that they're not used to pulling. They pulled a bird that they never thought would be on them. A lady. Listen, that's me, not the Terrace. Okay, a lady that they thought would never be interested has shown interest, and now they've gone all shy. What do I do? I don't know what to do.
I totally.
It's not even that. It's just there's a level of calmness within the fan base where it's like before it felt like we were getting disrespected so much off the back of us being terrible, where now it's kind of like, you know what? Some people are reining it in, but there's still some times where it's like you're going over the top. Like the whole situation with the 15-year-old. That was a little bit over the top.
Yeah, I think for me, there's a few things. Last year, even when they were decent, there were still these fragile moments in games, these problems. And I called that out. I've just felt towards the end of last year it was going. And there was something about the way they performed in pre-season, the factor around the club. I just felt they were going to do well. And they've actually been better than I thought they were going to be. And the bounce back after losing to Man United, and even in the Man United game, of course, we deserve to win. And they made some mistakes. But it wasn't a game where they couldn't have walked away with more than a defeat. And I think that says, and people say, oh, there's no victory in defeat. Well, there is to a degree, because you can't judge. Things aren't just judged on the results. They are judged on performances as well. And sometimes there's more confidence to be taken out of playing well and losing than playing terribly and like nicking a win, because that isn't sustainable. But if you keep performing well and you don't make that same mistake again, because I don't think Arteta will make that mistake again this year.
No, it's tough.
I don't think if he's losing 2-1. If he's losing 2-1 with 30 minutes to go on Saturday against Spurs, I don't think he'll make a change where he goes gun-ho and leaves himself exposed to those counter-attacks with 30 minutes to go again. He'll learn from that. And if he'd just carried on playing the way they were, I still think they'd have come back and equalized against us in that game. Like, Arteta helped us. Like, and that's not taking anything away from Ten Hag. We deserved it. I want to say, viewers, if we can hit 800 likes before the end of this stream, I'm going to gift out 53 memberships to you as a little bit of a present. I want to say thank you to everyone that scanned on the QR code above my head for the NordVPN. Remember to go and check that out. It's very, very cheap. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. You should always be protecting yourself when using the internet. But there are many, many big savings that you can make for yourself. One, you can save huge amounts of money. I'm now saving £45 a month using the streaming services at Peacock and NBC to watch my Premier League games, including 3:00 matches as well. It's literally £45 a month cheaper than using the UK providers of BT and Sky Sports. It's all completely legal and above board. So go check it out. The link's in the description below. Use our exclusive link from the Terrace and in the live comment section. Go and sign up to NordVPN for multiple reasons. Go and check that out for us, people. Arsenal lost one of their 11. They capitulated.
What's he talking about? Oh, back end of last year, or what's that in relevance?
Yeah,
I don't know.
They did, but I think they've